Welcome to the players' briefing room here at Carrington, where I'm delighted to be joined by our Dutch defender, Matthijs de Ligt. We're here in the briefing room because we want to watch some of the clips from the start of the season you've made, which have got fans waxing lyrical about you. They've loved the way you've started the season. So how do you feel you've been playing so far, and how happy are you with the way you've started?
I'm feeling quite good, to be fair. I'm happy with the way I started personally. Feel good physically, mentally. I try to help the team as much as possible in every game, and obviously, we are not in the place where we want to be in the long term. But I feel like we are also improving as a team, and hopefully the next weeks we can get some good results.
Yeah, because all of the statistics surrounding the team, the chances you're stopping and the chances you're making either end of the pitch, statistically the team seems in a very good place, and only a matter of time surely before the results align with those stats.
Yeah, that's the goal. Obviously, we know that we are improving as a team. I think we improved a lot compared to last season, and it's now about getting results, and that's why the game against Sunderland was so good for us, because we got a win before break, and hopefully we can continue that in the next games.
And while here in the briefing room watching your clips, you can see how many tackles and blocks you're making. Is this something you would do quite often? Watch the footage back and see what you're doing right and maybe where you need to improve?
Yeah, as a team, obviously we watch the footage back always, because it's important for the team and to improve as a team. But me personally, I always, after the game, I always like to watch the game back on Dutch television. It's normally, so I can also, for example, I like to watch my own actions to see what I could have done differently or what I did right, and that's something I usually do. But obviously, also with the team, we watch the clips to improve as a team.
And for fans who don't maybe know much about this area in particular, how do these sessions work for the whole squad?
So basically we are watching clips. Most of the times it's like 4 different phases. So you have like the attacking phase, that means like build up, creating chances. The transition to attacking phase, so basically when you recover the ball and counter attack and how you respond to this. The defensive phase, and then also the defensive transition. So 4 different phases. These are 4 most important phases in football. So we always get to see clips of these phases and to see what we could have done better or what we did well.
How important are they, and how much can you learn and improve by doing that?
No, I think they're really important, especially if you play a lot of games. It's really important to watch the footage back, because you can say things, but if you see it on the screen and on the TV, you can really see, I could have done this differently, or I should have done this differently, because it's on the screen it's so much different than you're feeling sometimes on the pitch. So it's really useful and helpful to see what you could have done better.
Are you a harsh critic of yourself, or can you be a bit more forgiving?
I'm a really big critic of myself, but I've become a little bit more soft, because sometimes I was too critical, and it didn't help me much. So I'm now a little bit more balanced, I think. And
do friends and family help with that? Do they offer their own analysis and criticism, or constructive criticism, should we say?
Yeah, they do, but not in a matter too much. They just speak to me about the game, but most of it is more about how the game went for the team instead of my performances. It's more about how we played, if we won or not, and they know that I know how I played. Nobody has to say to me before, after the game, how I played or what I should have done differently, because they know that I'm the biggest criticism of
Exactly. I guess most of the time with your friends and family, you want to be talking about other things than football, taking your mind away as a way of relaxing, right?
Mm-hmm, yes.
And the fans have really responded to the way you've started the season. We posted a lot of your clips on our channels, and you've had some really good responses. People are saying, for example, you deserve all the praise, the most underrated defender in the Premier League. He reminds me of Vidic. Man has been solid for us. Firstly, do you ever read those comments? And if you do, or whether you've just heard them for the first time now, how does that make you feel?
I mean, in this world that we're living in, it's quite normal. I think that you get to know some things that the fans are saying. I mean, it's easy to say not, but it's the truth. Luckily, but also sometimes unfortunately, because if you're not playing good, it can be quite harsh sometimes and quite difficult. But I think that's something we as modern footballers have to learn how to use that in your advantage. It can be positive, it can be negative, but in the end, for me the most important thing is that for me it doesn't change if it's negative or positive, because my work will be always the same. And as long as my work is the same inside and outside the pitch, then the game is a consequence of that. And as you said, I'm really happy and glad that the fans are happy with the way I'm performing right now, and I just try to keep continuing that way and then hopefully help the team even more to get better results.
And everything is kind of exaggerated at this club. The microscope's on us so much, right? Yeah,
exactly.
You feel that. In your mind then, what do you think are the reasons for your good form this season?
Well, the first thing I think what's really important is that I had a proper pre-season. I feel for me and my body a pre-season always is really important, and this season I had one. I think it was one of the first pre-seasons since 5-6 years that I didn't have or a transfer or an injury or a Euros. So
oh, wow, yeah.
The last time was probably my last season in Ajax, and it was actually one of my best seasons in my career. So I feel that's a big thing that is really important until now. And I feel like mentally and physically I'm in a really good place. I feel quite confident. Obviously, the teammates and the manager helps a lot because they give me also this confidence. And I think I'm also used to the Premier League now, the pace, what helps also. So now I think overall these are the most important things that makes me to this level at the moment.
Still only young, of course, as well, with plenty of development still possible. You feel that there's even more to come from you? Yeah,
for sure. I'm feeling that I'm coming into my prime age now. Even in the beginning, I think as a defender, normally around 29, 30, 31, you're at your best. And I'm now 26. I think I've experienced a lot in my career, and I feel also that I can now use this experience in my advantage. And yeah, hopefully I can keep continuing that.
And what do you think, if you can say at all, is kind of the main sort of thing you want to work on, or is there anything in particular, or is it generally all round?
I think the most important thing for a defender in general is to stay consistent. So for me it's important to keep doing this, I think, the way I do it. Stay fit, but it's also a really important thing. And then that's something that I want to, what is the most important thing I think as a player in general. So that will be my focus.
Same for our team in general as well. The consistency is what we're seeking. We've seen some real highs, haven't we?
Exactly.
And some lows as well. And as an experience, 26, but you have a lot of experience at top level football. So you will be seen as a leader of some of the younger players. So what is your role in that respect, and as an individual on the pitch and off it?
Yeah, it's like, I think I've played already for some years football, so yeah, in that way you can say I'm quite experienced. Still, I'm not the oldest. I'm 26. Normally you wouldn't say that is really old, but
we've got quite a lot of young players around.
Yeah, we have a lot of young players, so naturally you feel like you're one of the players who have a lot of experience. Also different leagues, different playing styles, different players. So yeah, you feel also this responsibility to help the young players to get better, to help the team perform better. So that's also something that I always try to achieve, to help and make the team better. And that's something that I'm concerned with. Yeah.
Just want to pick up a couple of things from the clips that we've been watching. You're really good at when defending and making blocks, keeping your hands out the way. Like, it's a very exaggerated movement from you, because we've seen how many penalties are given away these days in the Premier League. Is that something you've developed? Are you more conscious of that now?
Yeah, I'm because my first 3 months in Juventus, I was 19 years old. I think I made the ball touches my hand 5 times in 3 months. So I got punished 3 times for a penalty and stuff like that. So since then I'm really conscious about this movement. I think last season I had one really unlucky one against Liverpool where the ball just went from, what was it, maybe half a meter to my hand. But that's something I'm really conscious about, also with blocking shots and stuff like that. Obviously still keeping my body big, but keeping my hands behind my back, so it's not going to be a penalty for handball.
Yeah, that's a great lesson for youngsters, actually, the way you still keep really big to make the block, make sure there can't be any contact with your hand, and also how aggressive you are in some of these moments, you know, to win that ball. Is aggression something that comes naturally to you, or is it coachable?
Yeah, I think this season I'm more aggressive also because I feel more confident and I feel like physically I'm in a really good place. So what happens if I'm physically in the right place, I feel like I can dominate attackers in that way with speed and with strength, and that makes it also easier to be aggressive because you know you can always recover if you maybe miss a duel or miss a ball. So that makes me also more aggressive. So I think it's something that I have naturally, but I also have to be physically on top level to really do that game after game.